which I think we need to deal with hastily. The front bench is scarcely present, but let's see how we make do with whoever is present so that certain critical issues are attended to. Honorable Speaker, I'm sure you have noted that teachers of the arts, humanities, are on strike. They are on strike protesting salary disparities. They are saying they are teachers too, just like the science teachers, but they have been discriminated against severally. I know that government has tried to engage them. I know that government has tried to engage them, but these arts teachers have insisted on continuing with their strike, demanding an end to this injustice of discrimination. Honorable Speaker, the worry is parents, students are very concerned because learning is not happening for the arts and humanities, but also these arts teachers have warned that they are not going to carry out the assessment, which is like the marking, the grading, and all of that. And that's a big concern for our young people who are in school. Honorable Speaker, it's not fair, and this is something we have raised severally in our alternative ministerial policy statements, even our alternative budget, and we're saying, let's get money off here and pay all teachers well. It's not fair that arts teachers earn about 4 times less their science colleagues. It's not right at all. And look, we have not at any, these are all teachers, qualified at same levels, degree, same level, diploma, but for this disparity here, where they do the same workload, same qualifications and so on, it is wrong, right, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, head teachers who studied arts earn way less than the science teachers whom they supervise. How can this be right? How do you expect a head teacher who is not well remunerated to supervise people who are earning better than him or her? How does that happen? That's a management crisis that we are creating, right, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, here is another interesting concern. In the Auditor General's report for the audit year ended 2024, and I'd like to encourage colleagues to read these audit reports. Science teachers' pension, after science teachers retire, their pension on a monthly basis is twice the net pay of serving arts teachers. This is totally unacceptable. That somebody retires and the pension they're earning on a monthly basis is higher than somebody who is still working. This is wrong. We need to do something quickly about it as I wrap up and take that. Honorable Speaker, government should not intimidate these arts teachers. I know in their engagements, sometimes when civil servants are on strike, government will try and intimidate them, get back to work, otherwise we'll fire you and so on. Please don't intimidate these arts teachers. Pay them well, just like you're paying the science teachers. Finally, right, Honorable Speaker, this government is run by people who qualified in the arts. Majority of those who are running it. The current occupant of State House did an arts degree in Dar es Salaam. The Vice President did an arts degree at Makerere University, first qualification. The Speaker of Parliament, her first qualification was an arts degree from Makerere University. The Chief Justice did a law degree, which is an arts degree. The Right Honourable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, your first qualification, sir, was a Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences, before you added other things. They are saying even the law, yes. As a lawyer, I did arts. Of course, I did other things before. The Prime Minister, I don't know what she studied. But the point, right, Honourable Speaker, is how can we be victimizing arts teachers and yet we are running the country and yet we qualified in arts? It is a wrong signal. It's a wrong message that we are sending out there. I see young people here.
But look.
Yes, sir.
Just if I may understand, because we've just finished budgeting, okay? Because you see, we are usually quick. That we see how best.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, please allow me to give information that we did deliberate on these matters. The presiding officer, throughout the budget process, for most of the budget process, at least us on our side, you are asking for a remedy, Right Honourable Speaker. We have a plethora of remedies. Number one, government every so often comes to Parliament for supplementary budgets. Let's bring a supplementary to pay our arts teachers better so that we deal with this crisis. Because they normally bring supplementary budgets to give free money to companies at Yak, Day Biopharma, Inspire Africa Coffee, Rocco, and so on and so forth. Free money that we are giving to private entities. If you can do that to private entities, giving them free money, you come here with a supplementary. Bring a supplementary so that we pay our teachers better. The other remedy, Right Honourable Speaker, we just need to be better mannered in our financials. The Inspector General of Government has told us that on an annual basis, we lose over 10 trillion shillings to corruption. Stop stealing taxpayers' money and there will be money to pay the teachers. So this money is available. Let's close those lacunas, those gaps, the wastages, the leakages, the corruption. Money is available. But most importantly, let's prioritize these teachers. For me, it's very concerning that we give free money to individuals, but you're not paying people who are doing their job. Let's remedy this situation. Thank you.
Thank you.
On the question of the industrial action by the arts teachers, I wish to confirm to this House that as fresh as yesterday, we were notified that government through the Ministry of Education and Sports is engaging with the leadership of the arts teachers throughout the country. Right Honourable Speaker, we may give the Ministry of Education time such that at an appropriate time when the matter is resolved, they can be in a position to brief the country through this Parliament. But I can confirm that there is engagement between the leaders of the arts teachers and the leadership of the Ministry of Education and Sports on the subject matter raised by the Leader of Opposition. I also wish to confirm that there is no intimidation at all. One of the reasons why the NRM has been in government for all this time is because we believe in dialogue and consensus, and that is what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, colleagues, because you see, this is a matter which I know is of concern to all of us. With the teachers, arts teachers. But Government Chief, thank you. Government Chief Whip, thank you so much for what you had.
Thank you very much. Right Honourable Speaker, went on strike. And we've been engaging them. We have engaged them in a number of meetings. And last week, the leadership agreed to suspend, to get out of the strike. Of course, government is still very committed to address the welfare of the teachers. Government is committed to raise the salaries of all public servants in a phased manner. After a discussion, we agreed that they go to communicate to their colleagues, and I'm expecting the results or the outcome of their meetings with the colleagues to share with us what could come out of that tomorrow on Thursday, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Honours, a good, I think an exciting timeline is which we can check, which is Thursday next week. No, the minister is upright. No, the minister is the one engaging.
Mr. Speaker, I have a concern, and I'm actually representing my constituents on this. I would like to ask the Government Chief Whip to get in touch with government to brief us the details behind the eviction, because there are those who are, yes, there are those who are not there legally, But there are those who are claiming that actually they got legal ownership of where they're staying and all that. I think it would be proper for government to brief us on that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
He said for...
Right Honourable Speaker, this matter is being handled or spearheaded by the Minister of State in charge of Northern Uganda Reconstruction to come and update the House on the progress so far made, because his actions are also anchored on... Thank you.
Thank you. So, please, on the next sitting, you can give us an update. Honourable Saropin.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. The issue of the arts teachers and the science teachers. But the issue that I wanted to raise, Right Honourable Speaker, before we broke off for this recess, before the House was prorogued, I had raised the issue regarding the intelligent motor vehicle monitoring system, and asked the minister, and the minister, the presiding officer then, directed the Minister of Works to actually come and give us a statement regarding the performance of that company, considering that there were issues, and I had raised a motion regarding that whole program. But Right Honourable Speaker, what is disturbing is that, of course, there was the express penalty scheme that was put in place. And as we wait for the minister's statement, Right Honourable Speaker, you will note that part of our concerns as legislators is on road safety. Because that EPS system, there are so many reckless drivers on our roads. While the penalties were exorbitant and government withdrew, we need to actually look at issues of road safety. Within these 3 weeks or 4 weeks that we have been in recess, very many people, Right Honourable Speaker, have lost their lives on the road. So, Right Honourable Speaker, we need to have a discussion as members of Parliament on road safety, but also on that joint stock company and where it is going to get its revenue from. Because we have the Road Fund Act in place, which mandates government to collect revenues from these fines, and that money is supposed to be ring-fenced for road maintenance. Now you have a company in place that equally government signed a contract with to collect these road fines to pay itself. So where should be our priority? Where is the money for road maintenance going to come from? And secondly, Right Honourable Speaker, as I sit down, I'm glad you are sitting here. Remember, I raised the issue of police, the lawyers working in the Uganda Police Force. This matter was presented here. The lawyers, equally as we are discussing the pay disparities amongst the science teachers, there is a serious pay disparity amongst the lawyers working in the police force and other lawyers in government. Right Honourable Speaker, that matter remains pending. The last time the Attorney General said that they had appealed, I want to confirm, Right Honourable Speaker, there is no active appeal. And this matter must be resolved. The issue is that we are losing the lawyers in the police force going to work for other departments, because there is no reason why a police officer should earn less because he's a lawyer working in police and another one working in maybe the Attorney General's chambers or DPP earns more. So, Right Honourable Speaker, I want to bring this matter and request that this matter must be resolved. And let's respect the court judgments, because there's a court judgment over this matter. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
We can widen it to include road safety issues so that we don't just limit ourselves to the company in question. And I also request the Attorney General to update the House on the issue of the disparity of government lawyers, because he couldn't proceed on it. So since the member is saying there is no appeal, then the Attorney General will have to substantiate on the floor indeed if there is an appeal.